This is going to be a reading for the sign of Scorpio. This is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to be directed at love or anything specific. I'm just looking for whatever advice my Scorpios need to hear right now. Any guidance. And because this is a general reading, it will not resonate with everyone out there, and that is okay. If it's not your story, don't have to force it. It's going to get a couple of oracle cards. I do a little meditation and prayer before each reading, just for, you know, anyone who connects with this video to, you know, to experience peace and blessings and abundance and things like that. And as I meditate, sometimes energy comes in, and I just feel this like really peaceful energy, Scorpio, for you, of like being out there and enjoying the sunshine and the spring breeze. So if you're not doing that and you have the call to do that, I would say this is a good time to get out into nature and just relax and enjoy yourself. Okay. Any advice? The highest good of my Scorpios. Advice of my Scorpios. All right. That's funny. Libra just got the same card. Okay. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. It's really interesting. I feel like in a sense, Scorpios already know that you're not for everyone, and you're like so totally okay with that. So this is just an affirmation with being okay with the fact that, you know, you are not for everyone, and you don't need to be. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Let your inner being shine. Let your authentic self shine. Although I don't feel like Scorpios have a big issue with that, but if you are having any issue with like feeling like you need to conform or fit in or please others, this is definitely an affirmation to not try to squeeze yourself into everybody's box. You don't need to squeeze into anybody's box. You are unique, you are fierce, you are beautiful. So just let yourself shine exactly as you are, and who is meant to be there on your path will stay, and the ones that are not meant to be will fall away. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Okay, so I don't know if you're going through something tough right now. I think this is really interesting that this is talking about Earth, because my hit was that that maybe perhaps Scorpios need to unplug and get out into nature. And this is almost kind of the scene that was coming in before your reading. So you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. I don't know if you're going through a tough time, but this is definitely here to say that if you are, you will be okay. You'll get through this. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Look a little deeper. Look beyond the surface. This is all about looking beyond the surface, looking for the deeper meaning in things. This may also be a call for you to pay attention to the signs that your guides might be sending you right now. So just, you know, slow it down, pay a little bit of attention to what's beyond the surface, beyond the what we see with our eyes. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna get some regular tarot cards. Let's see what's going on with my Scorpios right now. Any advice for the highest good of Scorpios watching? Any messages that Scorpio needs to hear today? That's it. Excuse me. This is almost mirroring what came out in the Oracle card about you'll survive this. Let's see what else comes out. Just gonna get a few more cards. So I don't know if you're going through a time right now of feeling at a loss or some kind of lack or feeling a little bit broken about something. It's like there's this sense of, with the Five of Pentacles, of not being able to see the solutions. Let's see if I can get a little more clarity on like what. Yeah, it's like this is sort of like being in a space where of feeling a little broken, feeling like you don't know how to kind of make ends meet. If this has to do with finance, this is sort of like a lack of being able to see solutions. But one thing to know about the Five of Pentacles is that although you might be feeling broke, hurt, tired, and at a loss for solutions, there are solutions around you. There are solutions around you that you may not be able to see. It's almost like you are trying to figure out how to change a situation. But you might just be feeling a little bit stuck right now and not being able to see, like, how am I going to change this? How am I going to change this situation? What am I going to do? Like, what's the solution? This is just like being frustrated about not being able to find solutions. You know, and really wishing for change, really wishing to see things change for the better, but just not being able to see how, but you know what, Scorpio, sometimes you have to let go of the how and just, you know, gather up your faith that it's going to be okay, that you will find the way. Sometimes when we're like so hardcore in search of the solution, that's when it's the hardest to come. That's when it's the hardest to see. It's like these people are so focused on the ground trying to figure something out and trying to find something that they're just missing these Five Pentacles right up here in the window. So I think, you know, with the message that was coming in before the reading for you, there may be a call for you to really get out into nature and let yourself relax and get quiet and just let all the thoughts go. If you can get out there and you can meditate out in nature, you may find that if you can sort of declutter the compressed like feeling in your mind, that you might be able to take a deep breath and create some space within yourself where you can kind of, you know, relax, and then the solutions can kind of start to come in, because what you have right in front of you, you have success and victory. You have success and victory. So whatever is going on that's got you in this situation, and I'm going to go through the rest of the cards, but I'm here to tell you that you're going to be okay. You're going to come out on top here. You're going to come out on top, and maybe in a bigger way than you really thought. I have a feeling solutions are going to come in that you will not understand the how of how they came in. And you will understand that you don't even need to know how. You will just be grateful that it's there. This is you gaining victory over whatever this hard time is. So you're, but also you have a Magician here. So this is sort of like, this is you using all the tools at your disposal. This is this is where you know what to use. This is where you can see what to do. And this is about somebody who uses the resources that they have. This isn't someone who's trying to find other resources. This is someone who has what they need to get it done. And this is a manifesting card. So this is, you know, I think that one of your Oracle cards talked about that, about manifesting. So, you know, this is also here to tell you that the Magician is about manifesting, right? So if you're in a lack mindset, it's very hard to manifest from that place. It's very hard to energetically align with your victory sort of coming in if you're stuck in a lack mindset. So I would say there's a definite call here to get quiet and realign your thoughts and sort of get relaxed and let go of any lack thinking as much as you can, and clear those channels and replace them with future-oriented thoughts into what you want it to look like, what you want it to feel like. What do you want your life to feel like? What would it feel like? Let yourself sit in the feeling of what would it feel like if you had a solution to all your problems, to all the things that are making you feel stuck and broke and tired and whatever it is. Let yourself sit for a moment and imagine in your being, what would it feel like if I had everything I needed right now, in terms of whatever it is that you feel like is missing. What would it feel like to be loved properly? What would it feel like to have enough money? What would it feel like for there to be ease? And let yourself sit in that feeling. That is the place that the manifesting happens, when you relax and you let your being feel the feelings of what it feels like when you have what you need. So try to make a practice of that. If you're experiencing any lack, if you're experiencing a feeling of loss, if you're experiencing a feeling of being stuck, allow yourself to kind of change the narrative and change the feelings, because you can open yourself and you can really align yourself energetically with the positive things coming in. You don't have to see the how. I'm not saying you don't have to take steps in the direction to get where you need to be, right? Of course, nobody's just going to sit on the couch and everything is just going to come to them. But what I am saying is when you change the mindset, you won't know how the how is going to happen, but you will see doors opening for you. You will see the way opening up in front of you in ways that you couldn't have imagined. So let go of the how. Let go of the how and just allow yourself to see what it is that you want and how you want it to feel. Let yourself embrace those feelings and sit in those feelings and try that as a practice every day, and you'll get yourself aligned and out of a lack mindset, and that will just help you get into alignment with abundance and victory and manifesting all what you need, because basically what you have around you is a total transformation. You have a transformation. This is sort of like a dying off of the old and a whole new thing beginning. This is like walking through that doorway of from the darkness to the light, if you will. And this is you stepping up to your fears, where you feel in this lack mindset, there's a lot of fear, right? This is you stepping up to the line and facing your fears and being like, no, hell no, I'm not going to lay down under this fear. I'm not going to lay down under this lack. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to face my fears, and I'm going to walk through this. And what is around you? You have a gift coming in. You have, this is prosperity. This is definitely indicative of a money gift coming in. This could be about inheritance. This could be a sudden windfall of money, but this is unexpected money. This could be a gift, but this is definitely unexpected money coming in, that's coming in to sort of balance things out. But I think the key to that is getting in alignment, getting out of lack mindset and getting into alignment. If you can't see how to shift it on a physical level, then your only option really is to shift it on an internal level. So that's where the work lies right now. If you're feeling it all stuck internally, down, depressed, tired, a lack of solutions, then the work is internally shifting that so that everything on the outside can kind of get into alignment with that and shift. It's like the more we hold on in a lack mindset, the smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller we make our world and our ability to move, to have any movement. So it's very important to do the work to get out of this lack mindset, whatever you do. So let's see. We're going to look at what's coming up in the near future. Do not forget about that Six of Pentacles there as this reading winds out. That is not a small thing. That is abundance. That is prosperity. That is something coming that you are not expecting. And if you've been in a time of lack and it's concerning money, then that's gonna change. You had the Death card in front of that Six of Pentacles. Your situation is going to change, but it's going to take a little work on your part on the internal stuff. Getting into alignment with that gift that's trying to come in. Okay, I'm just going to look at what's coming up in the near future. My Scorpios, any more advice that you might need to hear? Okay, well, you saw how much I shuffled, and look what just came right back out. But it's got a little helper there. So let's see. We're gonna get some more cards before we try to see. You know, you really, I can't make this stuff up. Like, you see me shuffling. You see how much I shuffle. It is like not a coincidence that this is what's coming out. I knew she was going to come out. She was at the bottom of the deck when I started shuffling, and I just knew she was going to pop out. Okay, so you had the Five of Pentacles pop out again, but it popped out with the Queen of Pentacles. So, you know, it's like, look, where these people are broke and looking down at the ground and not seeing the pentacles, look at her. She's just right on top of this. And what's she looking at? She's looking right down at a pentacle that is sitting in her hands and sitting in her lap, you know, and she could be focused on many other things going on in this card. There's a lot of other things going on in this card. There's a little rabbit hopping around down here. There's a lot going on here that she could be focused on, but she is not. She is not like these people. She's focused straight on her coin. So this is definitely in the near future where you pick up your head from focusing on the lack and focusing on your abundance. This is beautiful. She's a nurturing queen. She's secure. She's stable. This is you getting a hold of this. This is you getting a hold of this lack mindset and getting focused on your abundance. I love this. I love that these two came out together. But you know what? I believe the reason this Five of Pentacles is here again is just as a confirmation that the issue at hand is a lack mindset. So this is definitely coming out to confirm that that this sort of viewpoint of a lack mindset has got to change. It's got to change, you know. But it will. You've got a whole Queen of Pentacles here. I'm just like, look, this pentacle is twice the size of any pentacle in this window. So you got this. You're gonna be just fine. And you've got like a passionate new beginning here. So you've got a whole new start. You've got a whole new start at something that you're passionate about here. So this is where you start to feel your fire again. This is where you start to ignite. This is where you start to dream again. This is where you start to move again. And you've got the Six of Wands again. So again, coming out, and it's in both spreads. This came in succession after the Five of Pentacles. So this is where it's going. It's going to victory. This is you. Head up, shoulders up, you know. This is you. Success, victory. This is you coming out on top. This is you coming out on top. And then you've got a Nine of Pentacles here. Listen, this like couldn't get any better about where it's going. She is like the Empress of the Minor Arcana. You've probably heard this before. She's sitting in luxury. She's relaxed. She's got so many pentacles around her. She's got enough for herself. She's got enough to share. She's got a whole damn falcon on her hand. This woman is literally sitting in luxury. So this card is all about luxury. And this is sort of where you're moving to. You're moving to a whole new chapter, a whole new balanced chapter. This is a closeout of the old and a beginning of the new, but this is like an abundant beginning. This is a balanced beginning. This is where you kind of come out on top again, coming out on top, coming out on top. You've got the Hierophant here, so I don't know if something's gonna tap in for you where you may be sort of finding some more direction when it comes to your spiritual life. The Hierophant is definitely talking about, you know, higher learning, spirituality. Sometimes it's here to talk about marriage, but I don't really feel like that's what's coming in here. But it's like this Knight of Wands is writing passionately, like right towards, he's got direction. He's writing right towards his Hierophant. And so This Hierophant is definitely here to talk about higher learning, spirituality. It can talk about religion, but, you know, whatever that is to you, expanding your spiritual life, you know, this is just, this may just be like a whole, it's almost like a whole balanced growing of like everything, every aspect for you. This is like where your coins grow, where you grow with your passion, sort of. There's not a lot of cups here to speak about emotionally, but spiritually, definitely. This is where where you start to dream. There's a lot of wands here. This is where you get to start to dream. You know, I don't know. This Nine of Pentacles is coming out with like a very big feeling of like everything being like a whole new world for you. I don't know if you're going to have a move in the future, but I'm like definitely feeling some sense here of movement, like an elevation of what you're used to, an elevation in status, if that makes sense. I'm not sure why that's coming through, but that's definitely something that's tapping through right now. But an elevation in your status, sort of almost like your placement in life. So if you're feeling low, you're not going to stay that way. You're not going to stay that way for long. You definitely are coming out on top in the near future. So whatever it is that has you down, try to take a deep breath. It feels heavy. I know it feels heavy, but this is where it's time to change the narrative. Okay. This is time to flip it around, because you have nothing but abundance in front of you. You have nothing but abundance in front of you. You've got victory in front of you. You've got this giant wand, and the Ace of Wands, what I love about the Ace of Wands is there's so much new growth growing off of it. This is, you know, this card talks about new beginnings, but also, you know, this in particular just has a lot of growth. This is like a new beginning with like a lot of potential to grow. Excuse me. So this is really beautiful. I just think you're going to expand in so many different areas, but I think that there's some work to do here with that lack mindset. Flip it around, change the narrative. Whatever negative thoughts you're having, replace it with a positive feeling, not just a positive thought. It's very important with manifesting to get focused on the feeling aspect. You need to sit and get yourself quiet enough, and as long as it takes to get yourself into the feeling of what it feels like when you're in a Nine of Pentacles mode, when you have everything you need and you're able to take care of yourself, and you're, you know, just comfortable and relaxed and at ease because you have enough of whatever it is that you're lacking. You have enough. So let yourself get into that feeling. I can't stress that enough. Give yourself time every day to sit in that feeling, that elevated feeling, you know, of having enough. If you have a chance to check out anything on YouTube from Dr. Joe Dispenza, he is like a master at like rewiring the brain through meditation, into like a receiving mode. But it's more than that. It's about healing. It's about so many things, but he does some meditations that can really help. But he actually breaks down for you like what happens in the brain, what changes are happening as you learn to rewire your brain into the elevated feeling state. So if you have a chance to watch any of his stuff, I can tell you right now, it'll definitely help you grow out of any lack mindset. So feel free to check him out. I am a huge fan of Dr. Dispenza. Okay, that is your reading, Scorpio. Hopefully that resonated with you. If it did, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If it didn't, you can feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising. You might find more resonance there. And I just want to thank you for coming out and receiving this reading today. All right, take care, Scorpios.